What's going on, guys? This is Makai. So I decided to do a complete breakdown of all the details revealed in the Bleach Rebirth of Souls announcement trailer. This trailer was released a few weeks prior, and in this trailer we got a loads of details that I didn't get the chance to scratch the surface on. We're going to be going over that trailer, breaking down all the stuff. Makai saying, what yo, and let's hop into the video. Starting at the 0 mark, you can hear commentary being discussed as Ichigo and company are arriving via the cannon thanks to Kukaku Shiba.
It's coming right at us!
All captains.
There's no doubt it's his spiritual pressure. There is a wartime exemption. Which one is it?
This is further solidified when we see the iconic scene of Kenpachi looking at the cannon disperse in what appears to be 4 directions. What is interesting here, roughly at the 12-second mark, is that Kenpachi's lieutenant Yachiru is missing. In the original scene, she's actually on his back, while here, she's not there. Now, because characters like Jidambo is present in this game, while she's not present, I don't think the team would purposely omit a character like her as an extra detail to be close to the original game, unless they were hiding characters because they didn't want you to know that they were playable. So this could be an indication that she might be playable and the team doesn't want her to be showcased just yet. Getting at the 15-second mark, the captain's meeting is being held after Gin's confrontation with Ichigo. This is clarified with matching up with the anime and Gin's commentary that's being had.
My, he's very scary.
Gentlemen, it is time for us to declare all-out war on these Ryoka.
Gin states he is very scary, referring to Ichigo. In the same meeting, Yamamoto declare war on the Ryoka in the wartime use of their Zanpakuto. Then we get to the 31-second mark. Rukia is speaking on her execution being tomorrow. Several volume names of Bleach appear, from volumes 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 all appear, each with their respected names. These are the volumes that cover the Soul Society arc. Ichigo's fighting against Kenpachi. One thing to point out here is that Ichigo is using the same attack he demonstrated in his character trailer that they released back in July-August time. Notably, Zangetsu doesn't appear behind him in this version. Seems this version has improved versus the July trailer, and you can hear the comments from Kenpachi implying this is their fight.
I'll go from here! Good, your reactions are excellent.
We see Gin lowering the gate after Ichigo and his friends get past Jidambo. Around this time, we see Renji as he's telling Ichigo of Rukia's new execution date, as it's going to be tomorrow at noon.
They've decided on noon tomorrow.
This occurs during the second day of Ichigo's Bankai training. In a later clip, we see Renji running. Now, I think this is earlier when he goes to confront Ichigo initially during the Soul Society arc. This might be the case as Renji is wearing 2 different headbands. He is wearing the white cloth here when he is running, while when he is wearing the gear headband, he encounters Byakuya when he's going to save Rukia. Now, something to point out here is it seems to be flipped because, as far as I know, when he goes to fight Ichigo, he's wearing the gear, and then when he goes to fight Byakuya, he's wearing the white headband. Now, from here, we see that he encounters Byakuya a little later, which occurs on the 3rd day of Ichigo's Bankai training. So we have kind of like some back and forth time things happening just with Renji just using his headband as a point of interest. The fight between Uryu and Mayuri starts. This fight takes place during the daytime despite the anime depicting it at night. Based on the commentary of the fight, Uryu sees the photo of his grandfather and vows to kill Mayuri.
Listen up, boy. The fact is, I'm really not interested.
My honor is a Quincy.
I'm going to kill you!
Ichigo gets ready to fight Jidambo. If you're looking closely, both Chad and Uryu have the correct outfits on for this arc, but Orihime, instead of her gray leggings with the pink shirt, she's wearing her school uniform. Listen, pink shirt and gray leggings made me a fan of Orihime back when I watched this for the first time. You're telling me that they didn't put that in this game? Now, based on how the Jidambo fight and how he's positioned, it seems as though that Ichigo will be able to run around him, kind of like as Jidambo's like a stationary guy and you kind of have to dodge and attack him. Jidambo could be a boss here, or maybe he operates more like a normal fight and I'm just over analyzing things. We see an image of Rukia walking past Renji after she's offered to join the Kuchiki clan. She asks Renji for reinsurance and he pretty much tells her to do it. We see Renji in what we might consider a special cutscene. I should point out also that Renji here is wearing the headgear. This is likely after he's trained with Ichigo, but as I pointed out earlier, Renji has the white headband when he fights Byakuya and he has the headgear when he fights Ichigo. Something needs to be addressed. A quick cutscene plays out where Gin offers to help Rukia, just like in the story where he trolls her, essentially saying that he could save her.
Why don't I help you?
We see Nemu on the ground, likely between Uryu shoots the let still and sometime after she gets paralyzed. Though it's more likely she is seeing the aftermath of the clash, as Mayuri is briefly shown with him commentating.
Please don't bore me with your righteous indignation.
Toshido fights off against Gin, believing he is scheming and he's going to use the Sokyoku for something because of its power and it has something to do with his plans. Momo is supposed to appear and accuse Toshido of killing Aizen. In fact, the dialogue of the Sokyoku that Toshido has happens after Momo pulls up and says that, yo, you killed Aizen, and then the whole situation plays out.
If the execution and the release of the Sokyoku truly are part of Gin's plan, we're going to stop the execution.
It's very evident that there are story details or things that are being omitted from the trailer on purpose because the team does not want to reveal characters as of yet, especially for a detail I'm going to point out a little later. Ichigo's fighting against Kenpachi. While this is happening, the sky is darkened, but it's still daytime. Ganju can be heard, which confirms that he is in fact in this game.
You idiot. Can't you tell?
Kenpachi removes his eye patch, then we see Ichigo on the ground. From here, Ichigo appears in his inner world, and we can assume that Ichigo will encounter Zangetsu. We know what happens. We get a cutscene where Ichigo and Renji state their promise, which they're asked, who did you make this promise to? No one. And then we see the dual panel of both Ichigo and Renji screaming their promise.
I swore that I'd save her.
To whom?
I swore to no one, not one single person. Absolutely no one. Except myself!
We see the scene in which case Ichigo saves Rukia and destroys the Sokyoku's stand. We can hear Soifon trying to question who is this guy.
In the world is he?
Soifon and Yoruichi fight. In this fight, we see Soifon without her captain outfit and just a Self-Force outfit, and also her captain outfit. This confirms that she is able to fight in either or. We see the conclusion of the fight where Soifon breaks down and starts crying, asking Yoruichi, why didn't you take me with you?
Yoruichi, why?
We see Mayuri damaged, as this is an indication that there won't be explicit blood, showcasing instead it's black, as we hear Uryu commentate. We see Uryu ready in the shot after he activates Let Still.
At least now I know what I won't allow to happen.
The visuals look improved when compared to his initial trailer that dropped back in August. and we see a quick look at him and his grandfather before he shoots the arrow at Mayuri. We see Toshido and Rangiku appear in Central 46, seeing what we can assume is the bloodbath of corpses whose blood is dried. We hear what is assumed to be Rangiku questioning Izuru, who gave you that task?
Who gave you that task?
We see the two fighting very briefly as we see like kind of the cutscene panel to showcase they're fighting each other. We have Kenpachi fighting against Kaname, but Komamura is absent. Yamamoto asking someone if they are ready.
So, are you ready?
We know this was directed at Shunsui and Ukitake in the anime. I think the team hid them on purpose because they're not ready to reveal them. Bleach Rebirth the Soul's opening showing us all the captains lined up. They exist in the game, maybe a CGI, but they exist, including Komamura and Unohana, the area in which case Yamamoto is also fighting in looks to be another new stage. But just to home in on that point, it seems as though that the captains in total will appear in this game. I think if they're purposely hiding them, that gives indication that they might be playable. We see Ichigo fighting against Byakuya. First he slashes the petals just like the iconic scene, then we see him attacking Byakuya, and then we see Ichigo commenting about miracles as well as Byakuya asking why you want to save her so bad.
Miracles only happen once.
Why do you insist so fervently on trying to save Rukia?
Ichigo has shown ripping off the mask after he's struggling, and we see the final clash, and that ends off the trailer. This trailer had a lot of hidden gems, and I probably missed some still, but needless to say, if you guys do want more videos like this, if you want me to give you guys a longer breakdown, because I've been trying to consider you guys' time, let me know down in the comment section and I'll be more than glad. We could test it out tomorrow, but alas, that's gonna be it for the video. I am Makai-san, what yo, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.